What comes next for the Cincinnati Bengals as they finish 9-8 on the season, and their season is now complete? The Bengals, for the first time in a couple years, won't be playing in the postseason, and a lot of important decisions are looming. And for a season that ended with a lot of disappointment when Joe Burrow went down, to finish the season with a winning record was something that was very important to the players and coaches, because it shows the culture and what the Bengals are hoping is the standard moving forward in terms of what is expected in the locker room. For this Bengals team, they entered the season with Super Bowl expectations, with a roster that they felt was loaded at every position, with every single coordinator back. They thought this was going to be the year. Injuries said otherwise, but this season wasn't just about the injuries. There ended up being a lot of holes that this team has now to fill in an offseason, as I mentioned, that's going to be critical. Because if you look at where Joe Burrow is at in terms of his age and the contract he just signed, and the AFC being loaded, they've got some work to do. And another note, the Bengals are the only team in the AFC North that did not make the playoffs. The Steelers clinched a playoff spot, as did the Browns and the Ravens, and that tells you just how tough this division is going to be and the importance that the Bengals need to have heading into this offseason. A couple of things that the Bengals must get right starting at the beginning of the offseason. They have got to figure out what they're going to do at the defensive tackle position. DJ Reader was heading into the season in the final year of his contract. A really unfortunate quad injury kept his season short, but they've got to figure out what their answer is going to be, because the most disappointing part of the Bengals season this year was how bad the defense played, because no one was expecting it. So what they do at defensive tackle, they need to go out and spend a lot of money on that position. If you look at all the teams that made the playoffs this year, a lot of it has to do with the interior pressure those defensive lines get. So for the Bengals, that is the #1 priority list. Right behind that, what are they going to do at the receiver position with T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd? T. Higgins is in the final year of his contract, as is Tyler Boyd, and they both very well knew what this week meant in terms of, is it the end of them as Cincinnati Bengals? Tyler Boyd said, "It's going to be weird to be a free agent for the first time in his career," and T. Higgins didn't play due to a hamstring injury. So big decisions are coming in terms of what they're going to do with those two marquee players. And if they are not able to bring back Tyler Boyd and T. Higgins, look for a receiver to be a massive need for this team moving forward. And to add to this list, and we'll go through it in the offseason, what the Bengals are going to do at the safety position. It came into the season thinking that they would fill the holes of Von Bell and Jesse Bates, but that did not happen. The Bengals sorely missed both. Jesse Bates went on to have an all-pro season, and the Bengals very much miss Von Bell's leadership. They've got some decisions to make in terms of if they view Dax Hill as a starting caliber free safety. And Jordan Battle, of course, you think he will be the answer at strong safety, as he was a draft pick last year. But regardless, they've got to bring in some talent at that safety position and at cornerback, because they have a lockdown cornerback in Cam Taylor-Britt, and you're hoping DJ Turner takes another step and is your second starting quarterback. But that third cornerback position with Chido Awuzie also entering free agency. So tons of questions about this Bengals team. And as always, we will be at the Senior Bowl, we'll be at the Combine, we'll be at owners meetings. We will be there every step of the way to bring you the latest of your Cincinnati Bengals. Be sure to keep it at Cincinnati.com post-game today and throughout the offseason. Thanks for tuning in.